Hey, first of all, hello, Liv. How you doing? Here, I'm James Montoya, and I want to show you something that I have been working during this weekend because I prefer just like a showcase my skills and abilities rather than just talk. Okay, this is a solution or demo for the voice of the customer problem that you have mentioned to me on LinkedIn message. And also, this is the whole approach that I took in order to give a solution or create a demo. Okay, the first thing that I decided to look is was like one data set that could be relevant or similar to your problem. In this case, I have jumped in to use the one data set from Hugging Face. In specific, there are in specific, I choose the folder that is called Auto Insurance Customer Service Inbound because it was the more relevant and similar to your the problem that you described in the message. And also in this data set, we can see that they are it's a huge data set with a quality transcripts, calls. It's almost more than 10,500 hours of real world call center conversation in English and also including multiple accents like Indian, American, and Filipino. It's important also to mention that the folder that I choose it has almost 500 records or scripts, and with that information is where the is the main source of or input for this workflow. I just want to show you like some example of the scripts. This is basically the information that I have been extracted for any single inbound call. And as you can see, it has like the text message that is with the whole conversation record from the call, and also it already gives like one category or type for the reason of the calling for the inbound calling. Okay, and with this information, I have been creating like a whole JSON file and place it on Google Drive here. And based on that, I just create like this whole pipeline that is processing any single script in the in the source and doing some different tasks that I'm gonna explain to you. Okay, the first one is like in order to analyze any single script, I always have been like working for a while with a database called ArangoDB that allow me to store JSON files and process any single record of this in order to manage uh, all the script that already have been processed before. This is like one query that identify if the record that we are analyzing right now had been already processed. In this is true. If this is false, it's gonna just skip that transcript and just pass to the next one because this is a loop here. And with the new ones, I just pass that transcript to this LLM node that inside of this has like two prompts. The first like the source of the context of the whole information in order to analyze this specific transcript, and also all the instructions in order to give an example to the model in how to extract the information that is relevant and important for the problem that we want to solve here. I'm gonna show you here. Yes, we can see here is passing the whole transcript of the information, giving like some metadata that is important for them. And also here is the whole prompt with the instructions that are important for us here. I have decided to extract like almost 16 fields that, or yes, 16 fields that are could be like relevant to give a clear picture of the problem that we are facing for any single call. These are some of the examples that I have chosen. For example, extracting sentiment, if the sentiment is positive, negative, neutral, or mixed. Also, it's important to give like a score for any single of these sentiments. Also, if there is any sentiment shift during the call, because at the beginning the customer could be be in a really good mood, but at the end of the conversation, they just end dissatisfied or very angry with the process or the treatment that the agent had been given to him during the call. Also, the sentiment journey, some topics that was important and talk during the call, the primary topic, also the key issues that it was identified on the call, the resolution status, if at the end of the call the user got resolved or the problem that was requesting on the call, or also we have the call summary, that like a whole summary of the what is going on during this call, the customer satisfaction, the urgency, the call time, also the agent performance, also the follow-up required, if this call required to escalate the 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 requirement to another area. And also at the end, we can see if at the end the LLM can identify if based on the sentiment of the whole of the script, of the history of the script, they can identify the client is in risk of churn. Okay, and also in order to extract all this information, I have given some specific examples for the LLM to identify how to extract the information, like a good example, bad examples. Also, for any single kind of data extraction that we want to give, or task that we want to give to the agent here, to the LLM. Okay. Based on that, basically, this information is straight away parsed in a JSON format. Also for us, it's important to identify for this specific input how was the output, and it's giving us the whole extraction of the fields in a really good format. Also, after that, this information is stored in ArangoDB, and this process runs for any single script in the database. Also, here is important to mention that when we are working in n8n, this platform or tool allow us to be agnostic, like a model agnostic. That means that we can choose any kind of model based on the task that at the end we want to give to the model, because just to give an example, at the beginning of this process, I just gave this task for a GPT model for 4.1 mini, but the result, it wasn't good enough, because it wasn't giving me, for example, for the sentiment chief, it wasn't giving me like a really good result for that. When I was reading the whole script, I was identifying that that the result, it wasn't good. That's why I just decided to test Gemini 2.5 Flash, and the result, it was like a really good at the end, and that's why I just picked that one. But it could be anyone, like a Cloud or DeepSeek or anything. And also it's important to mention here that due the capabilities of this uh, tool, n8n offer the possibility to connect to multiple systems and multiple databases. In these cases, I just showed that it's possible to insert information in Postgres or SQL or MySQL or even spreadsheets. Everything is possible here. It's very flexible and easy to connect with many kinds of sources. Okay, and if now I'm gonna show you another workflow here. The reason behind this workflow is just to create a query that is gonna fetch all the information that is stored in ArangoDB, and also prepare the information in advance in order to feed one dashboard that is gonna be created in another workflow. And this is the main purpose for this pipeline here. And this workflow is running like every single 10 seconds. And after that, it's exposing the information in JavaScript on here in this another workflow. Basically, is a dashboard built with HTML. It's a website mixed with JavaScript, and that allow us to create like a powerful dynamic charts, and also be like a very flexible with the kind of format on how we can present all the information. Okay, then now I'm gonna show you the dashboard, how it looks like. Is this one. We can see here that at the moment I have been running the process just for 123 calls, and also it's showing how any single call has been categorized, like for the sentiment, distribution, the churn risk, the customer satisfaction, and all the tabs that we have defined here. Even the top topics discussed on the any single call. The resolution status here. Also, we can see that most of them so far are unresolved. Also, the call urgency, the call types, inbound sales, inbound service, also agent performance. This is the agent that is receiving the call, attending the call. And these are like the main high churn risk calls. And also it's given like a summary, the topic, one score, and the key issue. You can see here that is telling us that the churn risk is 57 for medium, but the higher 14. And these are the 14 that are mentioned here. And also the key customer issues. Okay. Now I'm gonna show you the process running. Process. The beginning is gonna identify that we already run 125, and all of these are gonna be skipped here, and just it's gonna pass for the new ones that I haven't processed before. Okay, now that is running, I can go and see the dashboard. You can see that every single 10 seconds, we will see that this number of calls analyzed need to increase. Okay, you can see that everything is that is updated straight away. It's 27, okay. Yes, this is the prototype that I want to share with you. If you have any comments or if you have any doubt, just let me know. I I will be happy to help you. Okay, that's all. Thank you so much.